CVS, Express Scripts, and OptumRx control 80% of the 7 billion prescriptions written every single year. With power and corruption comes lawsuits, and litigation is the one place where contracts get unsealed, the internal emails get read out loud, and the math finally has to add up in front of a judge. This one's about a mom and pop pharmacy fighting CVS. This case is Osterhaus Pharmacy versus CVS Caremark. If you walk into a small town pharmacy and ask the owner what keeps them up at night, the answer, for years, has been 3 letters: DIR, direct and indirect remuneration. Those fees were born from a 2014 regulatory loophole. This rule let PBMs characterize certain price concessions as ones that cannot, quote unquote, reasonably determine at the point of sale, meaning they could be collected after a prescription was filled. In practice, a pharmacy would dispense a drug, get paid, and then weeks or months later, get a clawback based on an opaque performance metric. It had no real ability to meet or predict. The messy reality behind the scenes, the growth is the scandal. HHS itself admitted that pharmacy price concessions, including retroactive DIR fees, grew more than 45,000% between 2010 and 2017. The Osterhaus class action alleges DIR fees grew more than 1,000 times larger between 2010 and 2020, and that Caremark used its dominance to force independent pharmacies to agree to fees no rational business would accept. The NCPA's CEO called it memorably a mafia-style shakedown. That sounds about right. The arbitration track had already drawn blood. In 2021, an arbitrator awarded the AIDS Healthcare Foundation $23 million, finding Caremark breached the duty of good faith in its DIR practices. And in 2022, arbitration awarded $2.2 million plus $1.5 million in fees and interest over an unconscionable contract. Let's talk about the human impact. Because the clawback is retroactive and unpredictable, a pharmacy literally cannot know whether dispensing a prescription will be profitable until long after the patient has walked out the door. A 2019 JAMA internal medicine study found that 1 in 8 pharmacies closed between 2009 and 2015, with independents in underserved areas hit the hardest. And there's this cruel twist for patients because the patient's copay at the counter is calculated before the clawback. Beneficiaries often pay more out of pocket than the drug's true net cost. CMS finalized a rule in 2024, moving these concessions to the point of sale. It's a partial fix that pharmacies fought a decade to win. Hang in there, little guys.